is some philosophy for creating. And what I'm trying to do is I want to show exactly how do you start a web application with this framework in his current state. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to create a POM project for this. Let me call this I don't know, sample project K1. Okay, so this is the project. I'm gonna put the some name aquí. And this there will be the package, the group ID, everything. Let me see. Here we go. Now I'm going to create a new module for this, and this module will be a Java application, a library basically. Then is gonna be the sample project 1 suite or theme, whatever you want to call it, theme or suite. So this is the one thing that you need to do first: create a parent project, then create a theme for the project. And I'm going to put the configuration it need to be, this project need to have, and this is this. You need to put the Bridje plugin here. Which is this, the Maven plugin. I'm gonna use the snapshot version. Then you need to go to executions and put one execution here. In the phase of generated sources. The goal is the only one it has, which is generate sources. And finally, so this is set up now. Finally, the one other thing you need to do is to put a dependency for this plugin, so that it recognizes that it has to generate sources of a specific kind. I'm gonna put here the dependency to Bridje web framework. We're good, and this is it. This is what I need to, in order for the framework to generate the sources for the theme. Now the next step is to go here to source and main and create the resources. This is the Maven folder for resources. And there you go, we got the resources here. Now I'm going to create inside this the Bridje in folder, then the source generation folder, and the data folder for the source generation. This is the standard way of doing it. Now I'm going to create this is some advanced topic. Maybe if you are new to programming or to Java in general, it's not an startup. I mean, I'm talking about Maven here, my own project, and following a tutorial, but you are listening. In order to understand at least what I'm saying, you need to know Maven at least. How to compile a project in Maven, how to and Java in general. So you can just, but you can check it out the video later if you want, if you after you read some tutorial or something. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to put here the theme sample project 1 theme. Okay, this is the theme for the project. I'm going to create an XML schema constrained. Okay, so here you need to have the URL. When the framework is published, I'm going to publish the URL that you need, but for now I'm going to use the snapshot versions that you can find in here. This URL is public, and you go to the last one, to the UI suite XSD, copy the URL and put it here. Okay, this is what you do. Okay, UI suite. I'm not going to put any prefix, and there we go. Okay, let me remove this. Okay, now what this need is the name, which is sample project 1 theme. The package, I'm going to use the same package here, and then I'm going to put a namespace. I'm going to copy this. The namespace is any URL you want. It does not have to exist. Sample project 1 theme. Okay, any URL, and there we go. Now the one thing that you need to do for the suite is to create the controls. Base now. We put the name. I'm going to put page here, root element page. I'm going to, and you need to define the render field. The render field is something like this. Okay, sorry. And there we go. You need to define a C data, so you can put a HTML code here. Okay, so this is the standard way of doing it. I'm going to let the user define this, and what I'm going to do is to put here control title. Okay, and here I'm going to put an output attribute whose name is title of a string. It's gonna be, and the file value is gonna be this here. Okay, so this is like a component, like a web component. I have defined it here that you can use in your view, in the view of your page. Sorry. Now let me see if this compiles and run. Okay. Oh, the thing is, I don't have the web asset dependency here. I need to put it. So I'm going here to the POM, and I'm going to put this same dependency as dependency for the project. is the way Maven works. The dependency for the plugin is not the same as the dependency for the project. Okay, but now you can compile, and there we go. Okay, last thing we need to do is to create the Maven, the plugin for the schema generation. Okay, so we create this plugin. What it does, it create a lot of classes that are XML mapped classes. Okay, but the thing is that in order for we to use this suite of component, we need to generate the XSD schema. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put a new plugin, group ID. You need to let me see. You need this code house module. This is standard group ID for Apache plugins. Now the artifact ID is gonna be this guy here, JXB2, maybe I'm plugin. Okay, the version, just pick the last one. Now into executions we need let me see, into executions we need to put the goals, of course. The goals are schema gen, face, generated sources, sorry, into the generated sources phase. Now for the configuration of this, inside the execution we need to configure this. The configuration is going to be sources, where to locate the sources, and I'm going to put just one source here. The completion for this plugin is not really good, but okay. And this is the source for this is gonna be on this folder in target. Okay, you can put target here slash generated resource, sorry, generated sources is where the plugin, the Bridje plugin puts his output org, and then all the package until the classes. Okay, I'm going to just write it here, org Bridje sample. Okay, so there are are the sources. Now let me just build this. Okay, and what this does is it generates the schema, okay, that we can use to create new views. Okay, now this is this step, it was creating a very simple suite of components for the web framework. Okay, now I'm going to create a new module, okay, Java application, and I'm going to put here sample project 1 web app. Okay, so this is the web app we are going to be creating. I'm going to put a main here. Okay, this is for starting the project, and the other thing I'm going to do is to create the resources folder here. resources so we can use it here, and then I'm going to create the rest of the folder. Bridje inf, okay, is where all the Bridje folders are. Then I'm going to create the web folder, which is for creating the views of the web application, and I'm going to put in public because if the page is not in public, it won't be finded for the framework. It needs to be in public. So this is because you can put some other page into web and not in public, and they are not accessible from outside. You can just render them from code. Okay, so I'm going to put an index page here, index.view. This is a well-constrained schema. And again, I need to go here and pick the last view, XSD, that I find, the last one. Let me just pick this. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to say I want this schema. I'm going to put here view, and then I'm going to put the prefix of B, and the second one I'm going to put here is the by the namespace. Sorry, I mistake. Okay, the thing is I need to put dependency here from the theme, so it recognizes the schema, and I'm going to do this again. Index.view, a well-constrained schema, rows. Okay, I'm gonna put the view, and then I'm going to put here. I'm going to browse and go to this one. Okay, and I'm going to put here S and here B, let's say. Okay, and that's it. I'm going to remove this. There we go. So this is the view. I am going to put the title here, sample project, and here I'm going to put standalone and page, and I'm going to put the title hello world. Okay, and this is it. For the last step, I'm going to use the inversion of control to find a new component, the HTTP server. Sorry. And start it. Okay. I need to compile everything. Okay. Okay, and finally I'm gonna go here, and there you go. Okay, so this is how you create a web application with this. Now you can